Our Texture-Coat product line transforms plain concrete into decorative works of art. Texture-Coat's finishes work equally well on old or new concrete and are perfect for simulating the look of flagstone, slate, stone, pavers, tile, or create a look all your own. The Texture-Coat product line includes Westcoat Texture-Crete, a decorative topping made to change plain concrete into a very decorative, durable, textured finish. Texture-Crete is a series of polymer-modified cementitious coatings that is bonded to the concrete with a variety of optional finishes and sealers. The standard application of Texture-Crete has a durable top coat that is available in a variety of colors. Using a color wash process, various custom patterns can be created to simulate flagstone, tile, and more.
Texture-Crete is ideal for driveways, walkways, patios, garage floors, entryways, showrooms, and pool decks.
Texture-Crete can be installed in both the commercial and residential environment. It may also be used in interior living areas as well as office spaces. This video will demonstrate both a standard and custom finish installation. The concrete must be clean, dry, and free of grease, paint, oil, dust, curing agents, or foreign material that will prevent proper adhesion. It should be porous, have a rough broom finish, and feel like 50 grit to 80 grit sandpaper. New concrete must cure for a minimum of 28 days, and all concrete must be a minimum of 2,500 psi and meet local building codes. Prior to starting the work, test the existing concrete slab for efflorescence, moisture, and hydrostatic pressure. Pre-cut and clean all cracks and joints with a concrete diamond blade. It may be necessary to shot blast, scarify, or water blast the surface to achieve a profile equal to 50 grit to 80 grit sandpaper. Fill cracks with EC72 epoxy patch gel or EC74 epoxy patch paste. WP-47-3 seam tape may also be used to help reinforce the crack. Place the seam tape over the crack and then apply epoxy patch into the tape and smooth with a trowel or putty knife. Broadcast fine silica sand into the wet epoxy to provide a surface for the Texture-Crete to bond. EC72 or EC74 should be allowed to dry completely prior to the slurry coat application. This remedial approach to patching cracks is not guaranteed and cracks may reappear. Another way to deal with cracks is to cut a freestyle pattern that incorporates the existing cracks into the design. Use a diamond crack chaser to create the freestyle pattern of fake cracks along with the existing cracks. The finished result should resemble flagstone. In a clean, dry container, mix 4 gallons of water with 1 gallon of WP-81 cement modifier. Roll or spray this batch of primer over the area to be textured. Only prime areas to be coated the same day, and for the best results, trowel the next coat into the damp WP-81 primer. A primer coat of EC11 water-based epoxy may be used for maximum adhesion. Read the EC11 product specification sheet for details.
Mix the slurry coat by combining 1 bag of TC1 base coat cement into 1 gallon of WP-81 cement modifier and up to a half gallon of water.
Mix thoroughly with a low RPM drill motor. Trowel the slurry mix over the surface to achieve a smooth finish. Wipe the trowel clean with a wet rag as needed. Using a brush wet with water, feather all outside edges, seams, and expansion joints. Apply the slurry coat continuously, keeping a wet edge, while blending each new mix into the prior mix and stopping only at existing expansion joints. After the surface is dry, scrape or grind up any ridges or trowel marks. Reapply the slurry mix as needed to smooth all surfaces. Combine 1 bag of TC3 medium texture cement with 1 gallon of WP-81 cement modifier and mix thoroughly with a low RPM drill motor. Add up to a half gallon of water to achieve the desired consistency. Using an acoustical hopper gun, spray the texture mix onto the deck with a circular motion to achieve approximately 70% coverage. Spray the texture coat continuously, making sure not to stop in the middle of the area. After a few moments, depending on the temperature, the texture must be knocked down. Use a rounded pool trowel for best results. If you are unsatisfied with the results, immediately scrape off the material and respray. After the texture has dried, in about 30 minutes to 1 hour, lightly scrape any trowel marks and sweep or blow the surface. To avoid making impressions, you should wear baseball, golf, or spike shoes as you work. Mix all containers of SC10 acrylic top coat to ensure consistent color. The material may be thinned by adding up to 1 quart of water per gallon to avoid streaks, especially in hot weather. Roll 2 thin applications of SC10 using a 1/4 inch roller. Roll the material in 2 directions to achieve a uniform finish. For the best results, allow the top coat to cure for 4 to 6 hours before permitting light pedestrian traffic or applying additional coats. Allow the top coat to cure for 24 hours before permitting heavy traffic, 48 hours before placing heavy objects on the surface, and 72 hours before permitting vehicular traffic. There are several options for creating a unique design with Texture-Crete. Patterns not only enhance the look, but also help to disguise cracks. For a custom finish, prepare and prime the surface as you would for a standard Texture-Crete process. To create the look of grout when simulating flagstone or tile, mix 1 bag of TC5 grout texture cement or TC2 smooth texture cement into 1 gallon of WP81 cement modifier and add up to a half gallon of water. If desired, you may also add TC40 liquid colorant to the mix at this time. Mix thoroughly with a low RPM drill motor and apply the slurry coat in the same method as the standard Texture-Crete. For the best results, allow slurry to dry overnight before laying out a pattern. For a flagstone look, peel apart the CA50 stone strips and apply to the dry slurry coat in a simulated flagstone pattern. Take time laying out the pattern and inspect for consistency prior to application of the texture coat. Tile patterns can be achieved by applying CA60 grout tape in a tile pattern. The best way to achieve a straight line is to pre-measure tile size and mark lines using a chalk box. Combine 1 bag of TC2 smooth texture cement, TC5 grout texture cement, or TC4 fine texture cement for interior installations into 1 gallon of WP81 cement modifier. Mix thoroughly with a low RPM drill motor. Add the desired TC40 liquid colorant into the mix and up to a half gallon of water to achieve the desired consistency. Pour the mix onto the surface to be textured. Using a skip trowel method, trowel the area with a rounded pool trowel for best results. Wipe the trowel clean with a wet rag as needed. Trowel consistently and continuously, making sure to keep a wet edge as you work. Make sure to trowel the entire surface the same way throughout the project. After the texture is hardened enough to walk on, scrape or lightly sand the surface to even out the look and feel of the texture. Sweep and wash off the excess cement dust and debris. Mix the SC25 accent powder in choice of color with 4 to 10 parts of water. Roll the mix onto the textured surface with a 1/4 inch nap roller and work the color into the surface using a stiff brush or broom. Continue to broom the SC25 until most of the water has evaporated, or until all broom marks have dissipated. Reapply to darken or accent individual stones or tiles. Mixed SC25 must be continuously stirred to avoid settling. The darkening or accenting can also be achieved by dry rubbing the accent powder onto the surface with a dry sponge. Westcoat offers a wide variety of sealers to varying degrees of shine and gloss, as well as mar and chemical resistance. Please read the Texture-Crete system specification sheet for available sealers and read each individual product specification sheet for details on thinning and proper application. Allow the sealer to cure for 2 to 6 hours before permitting light pedestrian traffic or applying additional coats. For best results, wait 24 hours before permitting direct traffic, 48 hours before placing heavy objects on the surface, and 72 hours before permitting vehicular traffic. Be sure to refer to the system specification sheet and individual product specification sheets for further details about drying times, material rates of coverage, and alternate finishes. For more information about this or any Westcoat product, please contact your local Westcoat distributor or representative. You may also contact us directly at 1-800-250-4519 or visit our website at westcoat.com for further training opportunities.